Hello. So I've actually finally invested in a freaking tripod again. So less of the shaky videos. Today I thought I'd try something a little bit different. It's something I've never really done. Nothing major. It's basically it's an unpackaging video. Basically, I bought a lot of comics, 48 comics in total from a guy, and it was advertised as basically Swamp Thing. Majority of it being Swamp Thing, and some other DC titles, which probably don't even care about, or probably won't even, whatever. But yeah, so the main thing was, as I've said, I kind of want to complete Swamp Thing, and I'm really kind of in that Swamp Thing frame of mind. So obviously I'm going to start with some Valiant books because that makes total sense. But yeah, Bloodshot number 6. I'll tell you what, man. Obviously I know Valiant books are cool, and they're picking up a bit of traction and whatnot with it collectors, but I never really gave them a chance. And I happened to catch the interior of a book. I can't remember which one it was. It could have been Exo Man War, or whatever. But ultimately, the artwork inside I love it. I've and since then I've had a look inside a lot of the other titles, and I love the artwork that have been pumped out by these guys. Stories look pretty interesting as well. So I actually genuinely think I found a little new addiction, and it's Valiant books. I know Valiant are quite a little niche within collectors. I know there's valiantfan.com, and there's specific people that collect Valiant books, and I can see why. They're really cool books. So yeah, this is Bloodshot issue number 6, first Ninjak. Then we've got Exo Man of War number 4. This is the first Shadow Man again. When I was looking at the covers, they didn't really interest me, but when I started looking at the interior, I think yeah. It's a bit different to the it's quite not cartoony, quite realistically cartoony, if that makes any sense. Less Family Guy, more I don't know, but yeah, it's cool artwork nonetheless. So yeah, Exo Man of War, and just another different kind of Bronze Age issue number 1. Let's push that back so you can see the entire thing. Red Wolf issue number 1. Again, just an interesting Bronze Age number 1 that kind of caught my eye, and we'll see how it goes. Jim Starlin, can't go wrong with a bit of Jim Starlin. Really like this cover. I love the contrast of the kind of the dark red going into the orange. I love that. Great Jim Starlin cover, to be honest. Yeah, so nothing else really to say about that. And then it's just Spidey book. I mean, I've got loads more books. I didn't plan to kind of. I really want to share the whole thing. So, so let's see how that goes. So yeah, let me put these books aside. Let's put them up there, shall we? So yeah, brown box full of books. So it's going to be. I don't know how viable this is going to be for a video. I don't even know if it's going to be mildly interesting, but I'll take out all the shill. Lots of newspaper. Well, I went and collected it, so the guy actually went OTT. Right. So let's go. So I see a Swamp Thing on the top. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. So I've got 2 stacks basically. Put that out there. Sorry. As the Mercenaut would say, this has come to a grinding halt. So, okay. 2 stacks of books. Right, how am I going to do this? Black Orchid number 3. It's a Neil Gaiman book. I don't know much about Black Orchid, to be honest. So if any of you guys read it, I'll be interested to hear your reviews on it if it's any good. I've got another Neil Gaiman book. The books. Let's do it like that. That way I can just pull them out. Books of Magic. Let's have a look inside. Never even heard of this title. As I said, I'm not too big on DC. Although the artwork's pretty cool. Look at that. Definitely looks like something that Neil Gaiman, right, based on like Sandman and stuff. Paul Johnson, illustrator, from 1991. Yeah, no, it looks good. Right, so that's that. Okay. So on the top, I see a Swamp Thing, issue number 6. So this, not in a bag or board, thankfully. Not. It's a Bernie Wrightson cover though. As you can see, it's a Swamp Thing number 6. They never really show interiors. So, a rare treat. Yeah, cool. Right, I'm not going to put that there because that's not got a bag or board. Vertigo title, Sandman feature. His Brother's Keeper, number 8. Sometimes it's annoying buying lots because you pick up random issues like issue number 8. So obviously there's going to be a backstory that I don't even know about. But again, this book looks pretty cool, to be honest. So yeah, Action Comics first new issue, Superman and the Teen Titans, Action 584, John Byrne book. Wow, okay, yeah, interesting. Give it I mean, I don't really collect Action well, I don't collect Action Comics. I don't really. I genuinely don't. Swamp Thing Annual number 6. Yep. A little bit of Swampy. What's this? Swamp Thing Annual. Is it number 7? Yeah. Swamp Thing Annual number 7. Cool. What's this? I can't even decipher it. The Dreaming. Don't know much about it, but it's a Vertigo title. Thinking back, I probably overpaid for this box because I'm sure a lot of these you can pick up in your 50 cents back issue bins, and they worked out about £1 a book, to be honest. The way in which it worked out, so I probably didn't do the most economic thing, but what are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? So, Roots of the Swamp Thing. Very much in the vein of that Dreadstar I just showed, actually. Almost a cover swipe. Well, maybe it is a cover swipe. Roots of the Swamp Thing. So, got Bernie Wrightson cover there. And this is a Bernie Wrightson cover here. And I don't know if this is a... these are reprints, I guess. Are they? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so these are reprints, as you can see. Okay, cool. So if you're looking for reprints of Swamp Thing, which I'm not particularly looking for, but you can pick up Roots of the Swamp Thing. Apparently it's 5 parts. Okay. Moving on. We've got Black Orchid, book 1. Okay, so that must mean book 2 is somewhere. Very cool. Fair play. Cool looking Swamp Thing book coming up. Swamp Thing Annual number 3. Freaky as shit. And we've got Sandman the Tempest. I guess Sandman issue number 75. Very cool cover. Oh dear, let's get that out of the way. Let's keep it moving. Oh shit. Nearly got tape pull there. Do you know what? I'm going to take them out of the bags. Oh, another issue of the Dreaming number 3. Dreaming number 4. Dreaming number 5. Dreaming number 6. Dreaming number 7. So for me thinking I was getting a lot of Swamp Things, I'm not. I'm pretty much getting the entire Dreaming run. Dreaming number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, it's an interesting looking book, don't get me wrong. And to be fair, I've got to run it. I mean, artwork looks pretty decent to me. It's something it looks like I could enjoy it. Yeah, from June 97. Yeah, I could get down with that. And then we've got Neil Gaiman, Book of Magic. I don't know what issue that is. Book 3 of 4. Okay. Sorry if this video is boring. I mean, I won't be offended if you have clicked off it by now. It's more than okay. I thought I'd buy a lot of songs. I'm actually not. Annoying. Right. It's my own fault. I read the listing. The first issue of Books of Magic. Cool. Roots of Swamp Thing, Part 5. A Random Superman, 398. Phantom Stranger issue 4. Some Mike Mignola art there. Swamp Thing Annual 5. I think I've already got that. Phantom Stranger number 2. Again, Mike Mignola. Roots of the Swamp Thing, issue number 1. Phantom Stranger number 1. Oh, this is pretty cool. Superman issue number 9. Actually a pretty cool cover. Never even seen that before. Very cool. I like it. I like it. Okay. Then we've got a Random Action Comics issue 553. Roots of the Swamp Thing Part 4. So, glare, but this is basically showing you the Swamp Thing I showed you last week. I think that it was Swamp Thing 7, I believe. Whatever. GI Combat featuring the Haunted Tank guy. I think I was bamboozled with this. Phantom Stranger issue number 3. It's a 4-issue miniseries apparently. Mike Mignola. Give that a go. The Beast Within. The Man of Steel issue number 5. Okay. Superman 397. Superman and Vigilante 92. Don't know what that is. DC Comics Presents. Okay. DC Comics Presents issue 92. Black Orchid issue number 2. Do you know what? There's no more Swamp Thing books. This is actually a shame. I thought it genuinely had more Swamp Thing books than that. The literally only Swamp Thing books that are in here were shitty annuals and the frickin' reprints, which are cool, but damn. Wow. Okay, fine. Book of Magic. Doom Patrol. Superman, what's that, 62? Black, I don't know. I have no idea about Superman when it comes to DC. I don't know the continuity of how it works. Sandman, issue 69. The Dreaming, number 2. Roots of Swamp Thing, part 2. So, reprints. Books of Magic. What issue is this? This is book 1. Well, hey. And the book you've all been waiting for. Oh yes, the book of books, The Dreaming, issue number 1. Wow, almost an anticlimax. I feel like I owe you a lot of cool stuff to make up for all this now. So what have I got? Okay, right. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. My first ever unboxing, probably my last now, because that was such a fail. Let's put you down. What have I got? Okay, fine. I've got some stuff lying around. Just got this in. Marvel Legends Series 1 Captain America Gold Foil. I've wanted to get a few of these still mint in the box, so couldn't pass up this. And then I also picked up another one. Professor Rex. This is from the Galactus Series. With Galactus's big fat head. So yeah. Not really sure how I feel about that, to be honest. It's all right. I'm sharing my heartache with you all, but I mean, nonetheless, it was a blind buy, and I've discovered a new series in The Dreaming. And jokes aside, I'm sure it'll be a good read. And there are a few books in there that I'm sure will be interesting reads. Neil Gaiman rarely disappoints, so. It does look cool, this Books of Magic, so I'll give it a whirl. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have made it this far, again, like I said, I won't be offended if people clicked off in the first 30 seconds. So yeah, thanks for rating, subscribing, and just being cool comic book people. Till next time. Skirt!